Yikes.
I want to know more. So please.
Alan is out.
There's just so many things wrong with that anime.
So many things right about it.
Okay,
so
what's wrong? What's the worst part of that anime?
I don't want to say anything.
Let's let Eric do it.
I mean,
Eric's really good at explaining things.
I could say it, but like, do you guys want to hear it?
It's for mature audiences.
Yes.
We only have mature people here. That's why they have to click the button.
Okay, so there's.
I'm not looking at mature.
Let's just say there's some incest and pedophilia going on in there, so it's not nice.
It's not nice.
He's like, it's not nice. And then
joking,
in the back
man,
of his
I'm
head,
joking.
he's like, I watch it all the time though.
No.
It's kidding. It's kidding.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've never watched that until you said pedophilia. Like, oh no, I regret my answer. I've never watched it.
Oh my god,
I've never seen it, but I'm like in the like anime group chats and they mention like don't watch this shit.
Don't fucking lie.
No, for real.
Yeah,
True.
that's-
You do not want to watch it. Like trust.
I know it for the memes too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some memes about it.
that is awesome though. Ray's like, oh fuck, I forgot that was in there. I didn't really. That's not really my favorite. He didn't show me that one, guys, before the stream. I swear. Something else.
Oh my god, redo
Yeah,
the
Eric recommended it to me. That's why.
This is
I believe that.
my official public statement. Don't watch it.
Now I'm curious. Let's see.
Well, what is your favorite thing to watch, guys? Like, what do you guys like watching the most? If you guys watch any
なんか
shows or TV.
一番好きなテレビ番組がありますか？
difficult for
Like アニメとか。
アニメとかね。So recently I'm watching, I don't know how can I say in English, 不滅のあなたへ。Give me a sec.
いや、知らない。I've never heard of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody in chat knows. Somebody might know in there.
なんて
to your eternity.
なんて言うの？
日本語で不滅のあなたへ。
不滅のあなたへ。Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody know?
Never heard of it.
You've heard of it? What is it
I
about?
haven't. No, I haven't at all. No
Thanks
idea.
for the sub, Neon. And just a reminder, Neon's coming on with us around at 10:30ish for the Baby Metal concert, so he will be also watching it with us today. And you guys are more than welcome to stay if you guys want to stay for the Baby Metal Day 1 concert with us, live on chat, to talk with us. You guys are more than welcome to stay if you guys want. After the interview.
For sure.
Yeah. Does anyone in the chat have questions for these guys? Or I think Eric wanted to tell something too later, right? A story or something like that?
Oh, it has to do with. We could say it later.
Oh,
It's irrelevant now.
whoa. What the hell were you guys going to talk about?
It's a little story for story time later.
Oh, okay. Well, Ray, tell us the most messed up thing that you've ever been a part of that you're willing to tell.
Most messed up thing that maybe this stream, I
He's
think.
like, these are not.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know what? I'll take that as a compliment, actually. I'm like, all right.
一番ひどい
Stream.
なんか
Oh my
参加
God.
したことあるは何? I said this one.
That's great. That's great to hear from a band.
Thinking.
What's the most fucked up thing you did? Join Dicodec stream. That's great.
Oh, these guys just bust out in hentai as soon as we start talking.
You know, just when you do other band interviews and you're in there, you're like, wow, Dicodec start off with a hentai.
It's really starting from that.
We gotta break that ice. That layer of ice needs
yeah.
to be broken. And hentai has done it.
Good laughs. Good laughs.
You know, that's, yeah.
How about you guys? What's your most messed up thing?
Well, we were talking
stream's
about
like
one before we started, and we're just like, when you're talking to you want. Well, Eric is the one who triggered this story, but maybe Eric has a really funny story to go in.
The worst thing I've ever been a part of. Like, what do you mean by like worst?
Just tell the one you're gonna tell earlier, or was it? Is it?
No, it's not. It's not that bad. It's whatever.
Yeah. How many members are in One Night Close? Is it 4 if I remember correctly, or was it 5?
4
It
members.
was 4, yeah. I think every band that we've had on so far has been 4 members.
Dope.
So I was like, I knew it was 4, but I was like, is there a 5th one? Well, anyways, like getting back into the music stuff. So you guys just released a new song, and that's what we're gonna play today, right? So we're playing some new stuff. It's a new music video too, altogether.
Yes.
Nice. You want to give any backstory on the song for the people that have watched it? or to give people context before we start it?
じゃあ、ローのこと話す
ああ、そうね。いや、でもテーマ、アンドレから話していいよ。
Okay, so I'll start first. So low is well, first it's a ending song from a video game called No Straight Roads,
Okay.
and Non is wearing the shirt already from the video game, and basically this song is about to keep it short, like screw the haters, basically.
Okay.
They
Cool.
just keep doing what you want to do, because this video game is about a band and overcoming the music industry, and basically our song reflects that theme about working hard towards your goal and ignore all the haters, basically.
Nice.
Man.
Yes.
Cool.
That hits home a little bit for us too. Yep, for sure. It's even worse too when you're in a band that's hated by all the bands. Like also too, you know,
Yep.
Oh,
like
no.
when somebody sees like the success or whatever, and they instead of like trying to help each other out, they kind of just that's a
Yeah.
mentality here. Sometimes in the States is very like every person for themselves mentality instead of like a community or team. You know.
Jealousy kind of turns it on. Turns
Yeah,
everybody on each other.
it makes it go hardcore. You know, for me, I've been guilty of the same thing, and then I realized I was doing it, kind of thing. Like, oh shit, what am I doing? Why am I so upset? You know, it's just, and then you just think about like how it starts off, you know, and you realize like, oh shit, it's because it's how it is, like the way that the bands grow up here, kind of thing.
Yep.
So
Yeah. It's competitive, so we wanted to reflect that in our songs.
is there a lot of what have you witnessed with competitiveness with the band? Like, have you noticed this yourself? Have you noticed like, or you guys have a lot of friends as bands, or have you noticed like there's been like weird backstabbing things that you find out later, or like that maybe share on us, because I know you do a little bit more with the serious side of the music. You know, we're right now we've been lucky, we've just been doing it on our own, which is difficult too, you know. But yeah, tell us about it, because I know you might see a little bit more. Probably we do. That stuff.
Right. So なんか、ノンは悪いことがあったの、マナイクローズの周りで。なんか、例えば、I'll start first.
Okay.
So not really with nothing. So we're lucky with One Eye Closed. Everything around us happened, and it's very good, you know, and everybody's been very kind. But you know, coming in to do music, I was facing some tension from friends, you know, past friends or family saying like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that.
Yep.
But you know, I wanted to live my life, so I moved out to Tokyo, and I'm doing this now. And basically, this is to show like, hey guys, I'm out here, I did it, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you put it into action, you kind of use that to motivate yourself to put everything in action, right?
Yeah,
What's the hardest
but
thing about that for you, though? Because I know there's a lot of mental pressure that goes with that and stuff like that, or things that you're not aware of until later on. What was like the biggest struggle in doing that, or like that just threw you off, kind of thing, and making that?
You mean coming to do music in Tokyo?
Yeah. Like what kind
The
of mental
most
stresses
part-
does that cause?
Well, you know, being far from family and being far from friends is always hard.
Yeah.
And and also I think One Eye Close, I think many bands feel this way, but I feel that One Eye Close, we're trying to do something new. We're trying to do something different in our scene. We love the bands in our scene, you know. We come from the metalcore scene in Japan, and but we just don't see ourselves doing the same thing as the other, you know, bands. So we want to stand out, and that, you know, when you want to stand out, that naturally leads to tension with other bands, right?
Yes.
You know, like other people, like, why are you trying to do it? You think you're, you know, why do you think you can do that? You think you're better, something like that. So, but luckily with
because you're
One
not
Eye Closed, we
following
have-
what they're doing. You're doing what they're doing, but you have that different thing, that thing that other people are not really trying to find.
Yeah, I think so. So, and When I Closed, we're lucky. We have a lot of friends in our band, so nothing too serious. Takaki wa,
That's good.
no
悪いこと
悪いこと、そう。 なんかメン
あ
タルストレスと
ー、うん。
かあるのバンドを始まった時。
あ Yeah, yeah, actually there are. Basically I have very negative feelings when making songs of One Eye Closed.
うん
Mhm.
So yeah, but so so I like members and uh actually I can the make the works. So what so I like. So but
Mhm.
だからあれだな。So So actually, I'm not good at having communication with like roughly. So I'm logical. So だからたまにコンフリク
Mhm.
トというかスムースな
Mhm.
コミュニケーションができないから、
I see. So his mindset is very straightforward and logical. So it's hard for him to have smooth communication from the heart.
yeah. But that conflict should be like なんだろう factor, an important factor. So for to make our songs, our works to a
Mhm.
new style. Yeah.
Right.
So,
So to make something new and to make something challenging, that challenges us, that has a lot of mental toll to
Mm.
the band.
I've always noticed like that's something with men too that like really we sometimes we struggle with actually the whole communicating those kind of like feelings and stuff like that. So it's always seems like to be a kind of a it seems to be a theme with guys too with that where we're
Mhm.
just more factual. But sometimes that's not good. You know what I mean? Like it's not really good
Yeah.
for relationships, and stuff like that
Mhm.
can be a huge
Yeah.
thing. So
And then you guys are on a label too, so like, isn't there like pressure for like deadlines to have things done by a certain time and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I think we're very lucky to be with JPU Records. JPU Records also handles, like band made stuff
yep.
and Gazette scandal and stuff like that. But our manager from JPU Records, he is the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
And so he is, I think, more on our side. We're more strict on schedule, so, than the label. So,
Wow.
but so the good thing that came out of this label is that they're willing to be smooth with one eye closed. Especially Non and I love to schedule things, and I guess the hard part about schedules is I write lyrics and Non does the composition. Sometimes there's a art block,
Do lyrics come first, or is
and
it
when we have
like the
deadlines,
instruments?
Non starts first
Okay,
with the
okay.
instrumentals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he passes it to me. I do the melodies. So I can make melodies. And, that's no problem for me, but it's the lyrical part that's hard,
Ah,
you know. And as you guys know, you write music, finding the right words for lyrics is difficult.
Oh yeah.
I've been finding lately for some reason because in the beginning it's like the same idea, right? We get the music ready, stuff like that, and then we go into it. I don't know. Did you play instruments before you started singing?
Me, I played guitar. I was always a guitarist, and this is my first
That
band
makes
as a
total sense.
just like a vocalist.
Uh huh. So,
Hmm.
dude, I get exactly where you're coming from because it's the same with me. Melodies are easy, lyrics
Hmm.
not so much. So I just
Hmm.
discovered this. Maybe it's like I would suggest this to you too. What I've been noticing though, if I write a whole like poem and paragraph first, like out on the spot whenever the idea comes in, I feel like that's when it's easy. And then I just been rapping melodies around the vocals. And
Ah,
I've done that with vocalists in the past, and it was like the best songs we ever wrote because we've always did it
right.
the other way because we all started off playing instruments and then singing came second, like afterwards. And we've noticed like, yeah,
Right.
we let the structure of the song go out. But man, if you have like if for whatever reason you can get the lyrics and melody down first and you structure the guitars around it or the music around it, it seems like
Hmm.
it just matches better. It doesn't seem like anything's collided because everything was done to complement the story and the melody. I've noticed those have been the better songs, the best songs. All the songs that we hear about like are really
Hmm.
classic hits. It's normally they have a story and vocal idea first. But it goes the other way
Yeah.
too. But if you notice, if it goes the other way, it's really more on the technical side of instrumentation.
Yeah.
and then the vocals. I don't know. I've just noticed that I was.
Well,
Uh,
sometimes when you come up with the lyrics, you can get a sense of the emotion you want to portray through your instrument from the lyrics that you wrote, and then you can grab the instrument and then get that feel,
too.
that emotion through the instrument.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So for me personally, when I've heard like Rick Rubin did that with Linkin Park. They started from the vocals first.
Yeah.
After Meteora, they started doing that, so the song started to become more organic
Yeah.
that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Like Phoenix, our song was written on the spot. Like that was,
Yeah.
and it was like, I think one of our best songs because it was like,
Yeah, I
just,
love that song.
It's just like it was a simple concept story, and then bam, it's just everything. When we were there as a band writing it, it came out.
Yeah. Yeah. How about 넌どうやってcomposition 作るの? どうやってアイデア作るの? Yeah, how do you make ideas for your compositions?
There are several patterns, but so 一番 popular なのが so when I listen to like others work, the work is great, so I got feelings like I want to make songs like that, and then but so in my clothes should do a new style music, so like なんだろうな the mix the lot of styles, so like Japanese work and the hip hop R&B mix, so like and the catchiness part, and so progress like difficult rhythm pattern, so a lot of style I mixed, so
Yeah, so I think he says it's hard for him mostly, I think, starting from the instrumentals, borrowing from different genres, because that's what we do. So things just naturally become technical, and then they come to me, and so as a vocalist, I'll follow Non's instrumentals and follow the technicality. So that's a challenge for us in One Eye Closed, but a very fun challenge.
Yeah. And that's like I said, like I feel like too, like since it seems so normal. Like that's what I've seen here too. Is writing the same way, I didn't discover that thing out until only like a few years back, where I was like, wait a second. When I started researching the songs and stuff that I loved, I just realized, like, oh shit, they already had these stories or ideas in their head, and I was like, whoa. Yeah. It seemed like the hits were more directed at, and when I say hits, I mean like back then when they were still allowing instruments and stuff on the radio. Yeah. They do still, but you know what I mean? I'm talking about like 90s, 80s, 70s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I noticed that most of those hits were just, it started off with like someone having the story and vocals already, and everything else came afterwards,
Isn't that trippy when you think about it though? Like in music, it just works any way you can think of it. Like you could start with one thing first and then just build on it. Yeah. And then like you can start with the lyrics first, you could start with the music first. It doesn't really matter as long as it comes together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think for One Eye Closed, the best thing for us, we start from a concept idea first. So our EP was all songs revolved around one singular concept, and Non would make songs from that. And then we kind of order them in the album to see which feeling in the song matches the order of the story.
Gotcha.
How do you guys do it?
Well, like lately, it's been I know when Eric and I are been starting this band back up, honestly, because like it was like a weird break. What was happening, and it was like, I think it was even harder for Eric to get it. I was showing something. Because lately what I've been doing, I hear the whole song already played out in my head ahead of time, like drums, bass, guitars, most of the stuff. And sometimes I'll show it and be like, I don't get what's going on. But then he hears the full thing together. I was like, oh, okay. Because like I do this thing where it's just like, if you hear one thing on your own, you're just like, what song is that? But like as it all pieces together, it's like one full sound afterwards.
Yeah. And like for me, it's hard for me to write on the spot. So I really need to hear the whole picture first. So that way I can put in my input, Yeah. And then that's when I start to hear, oh, okay, this can go here and that can go there. So I think that was like the hardest part was like not having the full story.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, I think thanks for all these interview suggestions. Yeah, we got quite a bit more coming. Right now, I've been really working with Vicky to get Lady Beard on here afterwards.
Earthist and Growlpel.
At first, I thought that said Earth Crisis. Like, wow, somebody knows who Earth Crisis is. I was like, they're an underground hardcore band. Like back in the day, like they're like a reason why hardcore is a thing today. But they was so underground, they never really liked it. But they were part of that whole movement, like one of the first fans. I don't know if you guys heard of Earth Crisis.
Yup.
But yeah.
Yeah, like Non is actually very knowledgeable about the Japanese metalcore scene. Grapple してるでしょ。ノンがグラップルしてるでしょ。
あんまり詳しくないけど。
Yeah, so we know all these bands that they're suggesting in the chat. Earthist とかしてるよね。
See, I've never heard of Earthist. Grapple is a definitely possible interview in the future. Just working on getting set up. I saw somebody mention that. I forgot what I was going to tell you, but let's go ahead and get into the song. So this is this new single, right? Or did you drop a whole album? I can't remember what it was.
So we dropped the whole album called Adam and Eve, which basically is a compilation of our past songs. And Low was recorded before actually, but we got it remastered with a producer named Ryo Trackmaker, which is from a very, I think you might know, famous Japanese band Gilgamesh.
I've heard the name.
Yes. Wait, really?
Yeah, so he remastered our song for us. So he's a really nice guy. We've talked to him, and he was very nice enough to help One Eye Closed get started.
That's awesome. I haven't heard of Deer, but I have heard of Gilgamesh. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
Gilgamesh. Yeah, very legendary. Do you guys know Alan and Eric? Do you guys know them?
I've heard the name. I've heard people request them for us to react to them, but we actually have not heard their music.
We highly recommend. They're like Japanese visual K band, but they mix like Linkin Park new metal sounds with J-rock.
Cool.
Highly recommended. Yeah, so he produced this remastered this song.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Thank you.
Which video is it? I'm trying to find it on here.
It's called Low, Low. Low One Eye Closed.
Yeah, I was like, I'm on your YouTube page. By the way, guys, don't forget to sub to them. I'm not seeing.
Oh, this is on the JPU Records channel.
Oh, okay. I was like, where is it?
I think we should clarify to the people watching that our main music video hub now is JPU Records, our label.
Oh, my bad. I'm over here telling everyone to sub. Well, still sub to the channel, right? You guys are
sub to us. We still release stuff there.
Yeah, okay. I was like, so it's called Low. I see it right here. So I did put your guys. That's the link to their thing. So
right there, third one down.
Please watch.
Do they let you release your video on your page eventually, or is it like just supposed to be strictly for this?
So for as long as we're signed with JPU Records,
you can't put it anywhere else.
Well, it's not that we can't. We just choose to put it with them.
Okay.
We owe them a lot. So we're very thankful to JPU Records. So we let them use our video.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like one of those things because I know like for instance when we film our video, like our editor that helps us out, he doesn't post till later. So I wasn't sure if you guys do something like that where like it goes on the label and then like 2 months later you guys put it on your site also. So no, it's just like officially over there as long as you guys are signed to them.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I wasn't sure how that worked because I've noticed that some people have videos on the record label site and other people will have it on their main site. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Really depends on the contract and the agreement with the band and the label.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have no experience with label stuff, I gotta say. I've always been trying to run my own, so like that was what I was doing at the studio. We had a label there, and then that's
major respect.
It's hard, man. Just running a band is hard. Like I feel like I'm running a label and it's just one band. You know, like this is actually way more work. Like I don't know. It's really different, man. Because it's all on you, you know. Too also.
Yeah.
When you don't have the team. Not that it's all on you, but you'll still feel like that. But it's really definitely helpful when you have a team together and stuff like that. So I appreciate the people, our followers and stuff like that, and all the people that help us out so much, get organized and get set up. They really take a lot of stress off for some of this.
Yeah, for sure.
So here we go. So let's check out this
Let's
low one act lows.
I'm excited.
お願いします。
Whoa, you took the mask off. What happened? Sorry, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, what happened? You took it off.
Enough to stop me, fell down a couple times. You like to watch me lose, like to watch me lose. Get away from the front out or back on both. Take a round and go, get down on the floor. Get away from the front out or back on both. Take a round and go. You really wanna know what I carry when I sing? The sacrifice I bring, all the people I love will always know. And sometimes it's hard to believe, it's so easy not to forget and let it go. I really wanna know when you're getting too sick and things start to get deep. All the chances that wait all day long. Keep moving, forget the ignorance. Lights out, gonna make it for replay. Now hit him with the low. Now I'm never gonna bow down, regardless of how much I'ma fall out. Still I got doubts, but I gotta hold out. This is the life I decided to scout. Yeah, now I'm to break out. Yeah, on the way to the radio. Yeah, top not stopping your cereal till all your speakers blow. Do you know what I carry when I sing? The sacrifice I bring, all the people I love will always know. And sometimes it's hard to believe, it's so easy not to forget and let it go. I really wanna know when you're getting too sick and things start to get deep. All the chances that wait all day long. Keep moving, forget the ignorance. You really wanna know what I carry when I sing? The sacrifice I bring, all the people I love will always know. And sometimes it's hard to believe, it's so easy not to forget and let it go. I really wanna know when you're getting too sick and things start to get deep. All the chances that wait all day long. Keep moving, forget the ignorance. Forget the ignorance.
Nice. That's pretty awesome.
Love it.
Dude, what I love
Thank
about
you.
it more than anything is just that it's a mix of a bunch of different stuff. And it's not like it's not heavy with like the rap influence. It's like the R&B hip hop stuff with like the metalcore and like gent kind of influences. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of genres mixing in there. A lot of different genres, and I really enjoy it.
It's just like the last time when we were talking to you, Ray, like your vocals what glues it all together too, because you have a very consistent sound in your voice. So even while they're fluctuating through the genres, it still meshes very well. because like you know how you guys are talking about like does the technical thing as you go around it, but I love what Nun does with he's technical rhythmically rather than what we normally think of as like this single note shred or riffing kind of thing, you know, which is awesome because you can be technical rhythmically and people kind of oversee that part, you know.
Thank you. Yeah, no, you're muted.
Oh no.
Known what guitar were you using in the video?
何のギター使ってんの MV の中で。
Ormsby. So do you know Ormsby?
I don't.
So like, not especially. So that is good at playing the metalcore. So like, yeah, hardcore.
Oh,
right.
okay.
But yeah, my favorite point about that. So right, that instrument can out like a standard sound. So like I can play the ballad and rock and metal.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I think, and somebody asked also about the bass.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Yeah.
ヤスは5ストリングだけね。5だよね。
Yeah, 5 string. Yeah.
5 strings. Yeah, he plays a 5 string.
I was gonna say like the bass is really technical in this one and very locked into the kick drum though at the same time. The bass and drums were really in sync. They did a really good job making that stand out.
Thank you.
You know, that beat,
So
that groove.
the fun fact about that beat is our drummer K. So that gent beat that's all single pedal.
Oh really?
Oh nice.
Dang.
Yeah. So he really prides himself to be a single foot player playing metalcore and gent. So no double bass.
I have a feeling he might have that that swivel technique down too. Like to be able to pull that off, or they call it the double tap, where like it's your. I wonder if he does that. Like if you start up here, and if you time it perfectly, you hit down and you immediately come down with your heel.
Yeah,
that's how you get the double kick sound. So I've seen drummers do that. I saw this one guy. He was doing and it was all 1 foot because he had that technique. Now I have a feeling he's probably just trying to get like really good at that too. Because that's really hard to do. The time that perfect go like, and then you got to keep a flow. So it's like when you're bouncing a stick. So the drummers got to do that with their foot. Where they're like, I remember learning about doing drums. Like it's difficult because if you get it down on both feet, dude, that's how you get those crazy like blasting. So if they do it, like some drummers will learn it on both. I've seen it in like deathcore, like stupid fast blast beats. I can't remember the
30-second notes.
Yeah. That's really cool. He's doing a single pedal, but you should tell him if he can do that with his other foot, he can even do even more insane stuff.
I'll let him know.
I need to look up that band. I can't remember. We always thought it was a drum machine. I think they would do it sometime. I can't remember the name of them. They were like insanely fast.
Veil of Mayo.
No.
Veil. No. Infinite Annihilator.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's a really good one. I mean this band was the band I think Joey and I went to for a show and we saw him put like cocaine on the right cymbal and did like a huge freaking line off of the right cymbal and just went. We're just like, and they just saw his feet like going crazy. I'm just like, what the hell? I was like,
that's how he does it.
I was like the most insane shit. But you could tell he had the technique down. Like, I don't even think he needed it. But, like, you know what I mean? Because his technique was so flawless. I don't even know what happened. I know he played on the red chord for a second. And then I just don't know if he's even still doing it. He's probably dead. I hope not.
Jesus.
I hope not. I mean, I don't even, oh, man.
That's pretty grim.
You can mess up your body pretty bad.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah, so thanks, man. So yeah, hopefully next time our drummer Kay can join us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Hopefully they both can. Hopefully the other two.
Yeah, Yasu and Kay. So like I said, they're not so confident with English.
That's fine.
So that's it.
Yeah, if you guys want, like, if you're happy with like translating and stuff like that, would love to have all of you on. Yeah. And then if you're down to translating, you can translate for them. Because we can think about other Japanese bands too. Like if we can get someone to translate pretty decently, it's fine. Like they can say whatever in Japanese and translate it.
I'm sure we can find somebody.
Yeah, to help us out on streams and just do that.
Mm-hmm. You guys have also any upcoming songs you guys are gonna release?
Oh man,
Still a secret?
we're still we've had a lot of life issues this past 2 months
Life
that we've been overcoming.
issues.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's why
Okay.
our posting is a little weird lately with videos and behind, but like it's coming together. I think we're gonna really be focusing hard. We have a lot of songs already recorded. It's just getting everything else straight in our life to get the songs going, you know. So while keeping the channel going, so it's been pretty. It's been pretty. We just been right now. We're just like, let's just make sure we keep posting. At least do that. Like we're just trying to just, you know, keep pushing. We're just trying to push through this hard, difficult time, pretty much.
Yeah.
So and then go from there.
You got a cover coming out soon.
Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, like, and our maximum hormone cover. Yeah, that's right. And like, it keeps getting pushed back. So I'm really struggling with the editor on that just to get it done. So I think it's almost done. Like, because we were supposed to release it yesterday, it wasn't ready. That's why I put maybe. But yeah, we have the maximum hormone cover coming out. So
Nice. Can we request a cover right here?
yeah, go for it.
Can you cover our song "Low," the song that just played?
Down.
We love to see your guys' version. Non put guitar tabs for free on our website,
Oh, nice.
so anybody can learn.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
hell yeah.
Yes.
That'd be
There you go.
awesome.
We'd love to see your guys' version.
Yeah, I'd be
should do
totally down to do it.
Alan, you gotta get on those
Yeah.
vocals. You gotta learn how to rap.
Oh no,
And we'll cover you guys. We'll cover you guys.
All right, deal.
it's been weird because Eric's been mentioned about the rapping thing, and I've been actually doing a lot of that lately, which is really odd.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know it was this. I'm not saying I have it down, but I didn't know it was something I could do. And all of a sudden, because I do this improv session or whatever, we all switch instruments, and then like we do vocals and stuff like that. And then my buddy Dre was just like, dude, try to do freestyle rap. And of course, I was drunk, so that helped it. And then I did it, and then we had this battle, and then somehow I won it. And I'm like, and
You said you can't write lyrics on the
and
spot.
I know, I was like
this guy.
sitting there. They're like, dude, you're just like rapping about the most craziest shit. Like they were like, it was like, oh, well, I know the chat knows this. Whenever I go on rants, so pretty much I took one of those rants that I had, and it was in rap. It was
You do
really
have a lot
odd.
of rants.
It was really odd. That's all it was. It was like literally a rant just rhymed out pretty much. And just like, but yeah. But they said it was like very serious shit that I was saying. I was like, oh, whoops. So yeah, so I've already done that a few times. I think my wife recorded part of it, but so it was weird.
Can't wait.
Rap.
Yeah. I didn't even know I could do it because I mean I listen to rap, but like mainly I've been listening to Japanese music actually. That's it. So, but yeah, it was odd. I didn't know it existed. But I honestly think that's just because of like just growing up and listening to so much different music. I listen to a lot of different music, so.
Yeah. So you guys have learned a lot of Japanese music from all these great people supporting you guys.
Oh, for sure.
Me
yeah.
too. Same.
Yeah, it's like
Thank you.
never thought this would happen. Like I mean, it's just crazy. Never would have thought like this would happen at all. But so tell everyone a story about like because how you I know you told on the last one, but this one I'll be able to actually post finally. Tell them about like how this whole band started, like how because you grew up, you were born in California, born in Tokyo, and then you went to, I can't remember which part of the story. I think you said born over there, and then went to California, and then came back or whatever, and stuff like that.
I came to California.
Okay, so you're born in Tokyo, then went to California, and then came back and went back.
So I was born actually in another part of Asia.
Oh, okay.
But so I still have roots from here, but I was born in I think Manila,
I have no clue where that
Philippines.
is. Oh, Philippines. Okay.
Yes. And I moved to California with my mom.
Okay.
And basically then I came to Tokyo. And so before I came to Tokyo, I already wanted to play music, In Japan, I really grew up with Japanese music. And actually, how about Non? どうやって会ったっけ僕らは? How do we meet?
そ
そういう話聞きたいからね。
And So when Ray was still in America and he had the former band, so I began to like his former band. So I texted him, and so we became friends, and then so 何回かコミュニケーションしてたら
So we communicated with each other a lot since then.
So and then so Ray invited me the new band and he moved in Japan. So I was really stunned. Whoa, you will be living in Japan next month? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big move.
Yeah.
So,
and
so no one was shocked when you decided to just go over there. Pretty much is what happened. Like what? You came over here?
Yeah. So basically, yeah. So when he messaged me, I just said, "Hey, by the way, I'm moving back to Japan in a month. Want to make a band?" And he said, "Yes."
Nice.
I thought where the story was going, I thought he was gonna steal you from the other band, which
that's a better story. We should stick with that next time.
Yeah. Do you know Japanese and English, or do you know? I'm not sure. Is it Filipino, like the language over there, or do you know that too?
I speak 3 languages. Yes.
I had a feeling like.
Damn, respect.
Awesome.
Yeah, but let me clarify. I can understand the Filipino language, but I'm terrible at speaking it.
Okay.
So what are the 3 that you speak? Like, so Japanese, English, and that, or?
Yeah. So I guess English first, Japanese, and that.
Okay. I was gonna say, tell us some stuff. Tell some stuff in Filipino then.
Have you guys been to the Philippines?
Never.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice. There's a lot of good bands from there too.
Yeah, we've been getting some suggestions for there that we plan on doing too very soon.
Nice.
From over there.
We did one vocalist from there.
We did artists there.
Yep.
I already forgot her name.
Morissette Amon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Filipino people in the Japanese scene. Actually, you just can't tell because Asians, just blend in well. So.
My friend from California, he was telling me, he's all like, "Oh, I could tell when somebody's Filipino," and I showed him Morissette Amon, and he's like, "Oh no, she isn't." I'm like, "Yes, she is." He's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
But he's a nurse in California, so him and I always talk, and he was telling me about that. And he couldn't even tell.
I was like, "Who are you talking?" I know.
Yeah, JJ.
Yeah, but so that's how Non and I met. But Yasin K actually I met them through Non, the other players. Yeah.
Nice.
どうやって会ったっけ、Non?
ヤスと
K.
So when I closed, was still only me and Ray. So I got the opportunity about the local live stage. So of course we needed bassist and drummer. So and the K and Yas are my なんて言うんだろう long time friends. Yeah, and then they are really, very good at the playing instruments. So they have high skills. So I introduced them to Ray, and we formed finally.
Yes.
Cool.
Basically, a standard story of why we started music.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, like, the style of music, was it like, did it come naturally to you guys, or did you guys kind of have the idea already? Okay, we want to do this genre of music, or was it something completely different when you guys started?
It was just Non and I that started first. We literally made music in our bedroom, and those first 2 songs that we made together, just us 2, is our song "Make Sure" and "Low," and we didn't have a rule for genres. We just said, let's just have fun. And that's it. Let's just, what do you like? Oh, I like this kind of music. Oh, I'm listening to this kind of music right now. So I think things were just organic. We just put our personalities into our own parts, and it became One Eye Closed.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Does anyone have any questions? Let's take some questions from the chat, and then can ask them, and then we're gonna get ready for this Baby Metal concert. Are you guys gonna stay with us for the Baby Metal concert, or are you guys gonna head out?
I'll stay for a bit. Yeah.
All right.
Dope.
Which is fine. You can just leave the Zoom call. It'll automatically reset up, and then then we'll get Neon.
I'll be on the
here.
chat.
Nice, nice.
All right, cool.
Sweet. We'll see if anybody has any questions, then we'll get started.
Does Ray known like any Tokatsu?
What is that?
Tokusatsu?
Yeah, what is that?
Tokusatsu.
Yeah.
Tokusatsu means one genre of
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Kamen Rider とか.
Yeah. Definitely.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Like
don't hear
Kamen
the-
Rider,
Oh.
like Power, Ultraman, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't watch it, but I like it. Yeah, I don't watch it. Noah.
So I liked them when I was so young. So なんか俺らの年齢はみんな多分子供の頃好きだったと思う。
I see. So people his age, people probably watched that kind of stuff when they were kids.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more kind of kiddish.
I think we just grew up with it,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah. Someone was mentioned Power Rangers, like,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely whole childhood right there.
The Feather Phoenix, really good comment though. This seems to be a new trend of non-genre specific bands coming out. So happy about this. It's a new combining some incredible stuff. I completely agree. I've definitely been noticing because you can't back then, right? I'm sure the original stuff wasn't considered cookie cutter at the time, but then after people keep redoing it over and over again. So
we actually made a song about that you guys haven't seen yet. It's already on YouTube. It's called All of Us. If you guys can check it out. We made a pop song, right? But because everybody told us to make pop music, but the lyrics is kind of against that, like making fun of it in a way. So basically, it's like, oh, here's the pop song you guys wanted.
But here's a middle finger at the same time.
Mikoto says for none, a question for him. Did you pick the bikes in that video?
Yeah, my brother did so.
Oh, your brother picked them?
Yeah.
So
my brother prepared that place for us to shoot about Raw MV. So like the bicycle motorcycle is my brother's.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So that whole place is his.
Yeah, so basically it was a deal. Like, you want to use my place? Let's put my bikes in the background.
Yeah, the half joke. Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, but it worked as good lighting because we turned on the lights. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's crazy. You know what I was noticing? So this is something that he was mentioning again about commercial music. I don't think anybody listens to much radio anymore, though. Like in general, I don't think. I think it's why these non-genre specific bands are just blowing up because people are just like, oh yeah, if I like it, I'm going to throw it in a playlist. So like that's what it's been about lately. It's about people throwing songs in playlists. The more playlists that you get in, those are kind of the numbers that industries are looking at now. Like how many people have added the song, how many people listen. It's been about individual songs lately instead of full albums, which has been interesting. So people have been changing up their marketing and stuff like that. Where like band I like a lot, Between the Buried and Me, they did that. So they had an album with 12 songs, but instead of putting out both of them at the same time, they only released 4 or 5 at a time, and then call it part 1 and then part 2, which I thought was pretty interesting way to do it. So I've been noticing bands like not doing the album thing because people just want content all the time from somebody specific. So I've been seeing that happen a lot, where it's just single, and then all of a sudden, okay, it's the next album.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good input. Yeah, a lot of bands now are single centric rather than albums.
Yeah.
Or not just bands, but all artists right now. I guess that's the fastest way to make money or keep attention.
To keep attention. Yeah, I think the biggest tax is keep attention, because once you put out an album, you normally don't put out another one for, quite
year
some
or
time,
two.
right?
Yeah, there's some time in between.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because then
Do you guys
people
see
just stop
any
following.
shows coming up? Sorry.
Any new shows coming up?
Yeah, like, are you guys going to be playing any shows soon? Is anything scheduled?
No.
Actually, we have already, but so なんかまだ公開はしてないよね。
We can't say anything yet.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
But that definitely will be a big opportunity for us. Yeah.
Definitely going to be a big show for us. So, but we can't talk about it yet. And we can't say anything yet, but One Eye Closed is planning to do a show where everyone can see. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Good enough for me.
Yep.
What is your favorite band right now, Ray?
My favorite band, right? Oh, that's so hard. You guys.
Oh, yay! You don't have to lie to us, Ray. It's okay. No,
Except rather, other than you guys, of course. My favorite band? That's really hard to say. I listen to so many genres.
Yeah.
I can't pinpoint one, but right now I'm really listening to old school screamo again.
Okay.
Oh wow.
What band? List three. There you go.
3 bands right now that my top list that I played recently is I Set My Friends on Fire.
Oh wow.
You guys remember them?
I've heard of them, but have never listened to them. I've heard of them.
Yeah, I Set My Friends on Fire, and a metalcore band from Denmark's Siamese, and another band that I'm really listening to, of course, is I love August Burns Red.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
August Burns Red.
I remember them, man.
Stuff like that.
What about you, Non?
About hardcore, so I like Hope Stylist, and Speaking with Ghosts, and Amongst the Heroes, and I'm also Siamese, and Breath the Whole. So what tour style band.
Cool. And somebody
Yeah,
else
Warped Tour
asked-
bands.
Yeah.
Nice. And then somebody else asked if you guys mostly listen to like Western music or Japanese music, like on your own.
We listen to everything. I don't just listen to Japanese or English music. I listen to Korean music too. I listen to some Spanish music. I'm what we call a music otaku. Music otaku means like I like all music. I don't just listen to rock or hip hop. I'm really big into jazz. So mostly, I guess right now, mostly Japanese stuff that I'm listening to right now.
Cool.
No.
Oh, there's Bot. He's in here.
No.
Welcome, Bot.
Oh. Japan or America, English music. What music do you like? Japanese music or English music? どっちの方が好き？
そうだな、どっちかというと、やっぱり I like Japanese music, so なんか、my important point about music, so that catchiness and so like refresh みたいな感じ。だから、その綺麗なメロディーがある方が好きだし。
So he likes music with like really beautiful and catchy melodies, so that he really gravitates to the Japanese style of vocals.
Gotcha.
So about the vocal melodies and chord progressions, Japanese music is then so is more difficult more than other countries' music, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course I like both. Yeah, but especially Japanese music. Yeah.
American music really revolves around the 4-chord system, So, but in Japanese, even J-pop, it's very common to switch to around 12 chords. Yes, it's very common, even in very mainstream Japanese pop.
Like the thing with the 4 chords too, like what I've heard in Japanese music is like sometimes they have the 4 chord things. It's just they play the chord in a different reverse manner or like different shapes. You know, here they just stay on the same. You know what I mean? Like, because you can play a D major. There's 20 different ways to play a D major chord.
Yeah,
You know?
so different voicings.
All the different voicings, and you got revert. I can't remember the name of it. I don't know why, but like different how ways to play the chord. But it's the same notes. No, there's another inversion. Sorry, then you can invert the chord because then instead of having the root on the top, you put it on the bottom, or vice versa, or in the middle. It's just over here they avoid that because there is some bands like when I'll hear like what we call like the most common like the 1, 3, 4, 5 chords are like the biggest thing that you hear mainstream wise. It's those 4 chords that are always on there because they have this certain quality of make them catchy. But what I noticed with Japanese music is that Eric and I were talking about. I was like, they do those progressions, but it's different voicings. They invert the chord. Or my favorite way to do it is not one instrument is playing the full chord. It's the bass playing the root, and then the guitar's doing like the 2 high notes in the chord, and then the singer's completing the chord by adding a 5th or adding different voicings with their vocals. Most people in the West, like the guitar's playing the full chord, bass is playing the root, and then the singer is just playing the
plays
common
around the scale.
note. Yeah, they're just doing the note that's in the chord instead of trying to do a different voicing, like
that's very good.
The most impressive melody writers with that overget looked is like Kurt Cobain and like how the Beatles did it. Like that's what they're doing because it sounds simple, but if you ever check out a Nirvana song, like On a Plane is a really good example of he adds these weird voicings with his voice, but you don't realize it, because like it just sounds like it's just a catchy melody. But then if you break down the song, you're like, oh shit, like this is actually a little bit more complex than I thought it was. They make things simple. For writing, like music
that's a
writing.
good point, right? Yeah, I think so too. Like what you said, I think just the Japanese side and the Western side, we all follow the same theory, but I think the approach is different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the States, they lost the approach. After the 90s, they lost that approach. It just went out the window. And Japan, like it seems like they just capitalized on it. They're like, okay, like what can we do differently?
Yeah.
And keep it going.
Yeah, Non and I were actually talking about that Japan is kind of stuck in a time capsule, that what America was in the past, but we're kind of making it our own.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, for sure, exactly. It is so weird. It's like, because the U.S. was doing that. I mean, there was music coming out like that. Grunge was a very, very good example of that. Didn't mess around. You get away with having like a 7/9 progression or something like an odd. You don't have to have 4/4. Alice in Chains and Soundgarden are really known for that. They have these intros, and it was not 4/4. You think it is, and you go listen to it, you're like, oh wow, that's like this really, really long progression. Or like it's so odd. It's so odd.
Yeah.
But they come off as simple songs, but until you go learn them, you're like, oh shit. Stone Temple Pilots, another great example of a band that I never realize how many complex chords they use, So,
right.
Yeah. It's interesting, right? But then everybody just stopped doing that, like for the mainstream wise here. Because like Interstate Love Song is a great example. The whole verse is a chromatic chord progression with Scott singing these weird notes over it, but they worked and it's super catchy. I don't know if you listen to these bands. Sorry if these are bad examples.
Well, Stone Temple Pilots, I like them a lot too. I grew up with I like grunge music. I grew up with like classic rock. So my family grew up with Black Sabbath and Joe Satriani. So and Led Zeppelin. So when I picked up the guitar, I was playing from Led Zeppelin. I was learning from that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think grunge just had really good songwriters. They're really, really good fucking songwriters. I don't know why. And the 70s too, man. 70s, really good songwriters. And it even bled over to the 80s. It's not my favorite style, but just the songwriting was really incredible to me in the 90s and 70s. Like, it's really, really freaking incredible, some of the songwriting on there.
Definitely. You guys know your music.
Well, Alan does.
I don't know about that. I just like listening to I don't know. I like listening a lot. a lot.
I'm just like, oh, I hear a catchy melody. I like that song.
Yeah, I've covered so many songs, man. Like I've covered so many different styles. I was doing death metal for a long time. I've been in hardcore bands. I've been in punk bands. I've done.
I think at one point we counted how many covers we knew back when we were younger, when we were still in high school. We do like 80 or something. Like we just did nothing but learn cover song after cover song after cover song. It's like all we freaking did. Use so many songs.
Yep. Like Ray, on our channel, I think people finally discovered that we just don't listen to metal. I think everybody assumed that we only listen to metal only for a while.
No, good musicians branch out, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, you branch out, listen to different genres, and you take a little bit from each, and you know, make it your own, and it's who you become as a musician. Is all the different types of music you surround yourself in.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's how we're gonna breed new music in the future.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you guys are doing, though, like the song that you guys, I mean, you could tell like there's so many genres, but you know, if you're just listening to it from a listening perspective, you don't notice that you're going through all the genres. You just know, oh, this is good. I like how this sounds. This is a very awesome sounding song. And then you like when you listen further, you're like, oh shit, there's a lot that happened in there to get it. To go through, you know. Well.
Definitely. Like so, Non is also producing trap music, so we incorporate that into new music. Our the last song on our album, No Fakes, that was Non's production for trap music, and we mixed that with metal.
Nice.
Dope.
Very awesome.
That's how you do it, because you don't really see that too often. Like, it's normally the opposite way. They'll throw in hip hop and stuff elements into their heavy music rather than the other way around. So I think that's pretty interesting.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, we're going to start getting ready for the baby metal stuff. So we're going to take like a 10-minute break. If you guys want to stick around, of course, you guys can stick around. We're going to get Neon Reaper in here, bring him in, and get all the
Thank you very much.
Set up.
Thank you.
So
yeah, well,
go ahead.
Thank you. So also, can I just say something real quick to the fans? So on jpurecords.com, or if you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at One Eye Closed JP, you can find information on our music videos. And we released a physical album called Adam and Eve, which you can order now and get your physical copy. So please support us. You know, we're still a new band, especially amongst the Corona and COVID pandemic. So if you guys support us, we'd be very happy so we can continue doing this and hopefully reach other countries outside Japan. Thank you. That's all.
I'll put the link up for you guys real quick, just again for your channel.
Thank you very much.
What's the site? You said JP, what was it again?
jpurecords.com.
Awesome.
And then you can get all your stuff on there, like your merch and everything?
Yes. Let me send you a link real quick.
The Gazette shows up right away. It's so weird how the Gazette is like not allowed on our channel, but other bands from them are. It's because for them they're like directly under Sony for some reason. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So it's jprecords.com.
jprecords.com. And I just sent a link to you on both of you guys on Discord.
Sweet.
Where has everything there?
Let's go find you on here.
One Eye Closed.
Thank you.
There. Oh. Wow, they have a lot of big bands on there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I know JPU is under Sony, but some of the bands that are on this record label, like they have direct support from Sony, like the Gazette, and they stop all their videos from going up on our channel, and it sucks because the new album is really good. New album is really, really good. Hey, it's videos. There it is.
How does it feel being on this like label mates with all these like big bands?
It's scary. But it's motivating, you know, that we're the baby with the Gazette is on the same band, the same label. Yeah. We have Soko ni Naru on there, we have Bandmate, we have Scandal, Asian Kung Fu Generation, Crystal Lake, and then One Eye Closed now. Of course they're like, you know, our senpai, but it's motivating for Non and me and other members in the band to be on the same level someday.
Right.
Or closer.
Yeah. So Bandmate's still on there too. That's so crazy. I thought they were under a new label too.
I think so. I'm not really sure.
No, they're right here. Well, I mean, but the thing with just so you guys know, like with JPU Records, they have a lot of labels under them. It's not just like I said, you got Sony, you got all the stuff. It's just this is just the means to releasing to more people. I think.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, because it'll go out to other things, so people can be under multiple things or stuff like that. Like Sony owns so much. I'm pretty sure Sony owns JPU Records too. But there's
right.
bands
So
they put directly with
if you
them.
guys want more Japanese music to come to, internationally outside Japan, please support JPU Records because that's their mission is to do that.
Yeah.
Like what you guys are doing.
Yeah. We try.
We try to at least, yeah.
Try to.
You're doing it, man. You're doing it. And we're thankful.
And it's amazing because it's really, really good. It's really good music that I think should be heard. So that's it. Like
we definitely don't get enough bands coming over here and playing shows. Definitely don't get enough. And I just hope that someday we'll start getting more.
We'd love to. That's one of our goals, Non and I, in One Eye Close. We would love to tour in America with our friends, other bands.
That'd be
Dope.
awesome. Yeah. That would be freaking awesome. All right, guys. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We did mention Lady Baby, by the way. Wandering. Well, we mentioned Lady Beard.
Lady
I guess
Beard.
we didn't mention Lady Baby. All right, guys. We're going to get set up and get ready. So, it gives about 10 minutes, and then we're going to start this Baby Metal Galaxy concert, guys.
Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thank you, everybody.
What
Thank
video?
you.
What video should we play from
going
you guys?
to explode, dude.
They can tell.
Play our what's it called?
I'm playing One Eye Close.
Oh,
All right.
Okay, cool. I thought you were gonna
Play our new music video, All of Us. All of
There you go.
us.
Okay, do it.
Let's do that.
All right. I think we're gonna leave the video meeting, but I'll be on the chat.
Okay. I'm gonna play
All
it.
right.
All right. Thanks, everybody. ありがとうございました。
Thank you.
One Eye Close でした。Bye bye.
What's the name? What's the name of the song again?
All of us.
All of Us. Okay.
It's the pop song against pop music. You'll figure it out. All right. See you, everybody.
See you.
ありがとうございます。
See you.
Alan, why do you look so sexy in the morning?
What? That's really fucking good.
Here it is again. Same routine, the same old friends. Just like everyone, the same old things. Go to work and try the same old lean. Turn it up, yeah. Swallow all happy pills, just like everyone else. Follow orders on screen, take the paycheck. Even find you all the time. Go to sleep around 9. Say goodnight to life, yeah, to the sunrise. I don't know why you're right. When I start to feel like this, I'm forced to sing this, and it goes like this. All of us can see our future clearly. All of us living life mindlessly, yeah. Just live a life till we die. Don't even know what we like. Go under, go under, go under. Keeps repeating, repeating. Till we lose track of the days in the calendar. Follow orders like others, so aimlessly. But I wanna break, cause I can't take this for another night. It seems I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't take it easy, yeah. Follow everyone's rhythm, stick with the same algorithm to sell them, yeah. Culture full of it for those who love the same. You're one out. Looking for revolution, don't need a cult religion. What are we dancing for now? Copy, paste, and girls right now. That's the way it goes, and that's the way it goes. All of us can see our vision clearly. All of us live life mindlessly. Just live a life till we die. Don't even know what we like. Go under, go under, go under. Yeah. They thought we wouldn't notice the circus trade and bliss, but none of me wanna be a part of yeah. Gotta run from it all, lay low, gotta grow. Forget all the words that made us cold. All of us can see our future clearly. All of us live life mindlessly, yeah. Just living a life of fear, so we gotta go under, go under. All of us can see our future clearly. All of us live life mindlessly, yeah. Just live a life till we die. Don't even know what we like. Go under, go under, go under. All of us can see our future clearly. All of us live life mindlessly, yeah. Just live a life till we die. Don't even know what we like. Go under, go under, go under.
All right, yeah. Like Eric was saying, Neon, tell everyone a little about yourself. What the hell do you do?
Who are you?
Oh, Jesus.